Hi everyone, good morning. So yesterday we started with the slicing and dicing, right? In that uh, we have discussed the LOC function and we have discussed the ILOC function, right? So this is your LOC, this is your ILOC function, and I've given a few questions to you that you have to solve these questions. So what is your first question? Get row 1334 and 1338 for all the columns by using negative indexing as well. How you can do this? df.loc 13342 1338 all the columns. So you should not write anything. And if you do this, you'll get 13342 1338 for all the columns, right? Suppose you want negative indexing. So what you'll do df.loc minus 4 to minus from all the columns. Mm, minus 4 is minus 5 minus 2 is there. Hmm. So this is your output, right? For all the columns out there. Then get a row number 143 to 160 for column age and BMI. So df.loc 143 to 160 for which column? So create a list for age column and BMI column. So 143 to 160 for age and BMI column, right? Now, right after this, you can use the ILOC for this as well. You want age and BMI, right? So df.ILOC 143 to 161, comma, you want 0, 1. So 1, comma, 3, right? 143 to 160 for column number 1 and 3. Because 0 is your policy number, 1 is your age column, 2 is your sex. You want age and BMI, so age has index 1 and BMI has index 3. Is it clear, guys? Yes? Now, likewise, you can create n number of questions there to solve this question by using I, LOC, and LOC. Now, let's say you have this question by using reverse indexing. Get last three rows and last three columns. By using reverse indexing, you have to get last three rows and last three columns. Now, how you can do this? You should write du dot loc minus 3 last comma minus 3 to last. Sorry, ILOC should write. So last three rows and last three columns. So charges in INR, BMI, and sex. These are the last three columns that you have. Right. Suppose you want to get the same output like df.tell by using negative indexing. What you can do is df.iloc minus 5 to last, comma, minus 5 to last. So same output as of that we have for tell, right? Now, what we can do is we can we'll see how to create a new column in the data frame. Suppose you want to create the new column in this data frame. Let's say you want to create charges in dollars. So what you'll do, let's say df आपको चार्जेस इन डॉलर कॉलम का नाम देना है वहां पे तो चार्जेस इन डॉलर्स this is your name. It will be exactly equal to df of charges in INR, df of charges in INR. Let's say it's divided by 83. If you see, it's 83.55, right? So if you do this, and if you check the head now, you have created a new column under the name of charges in dollars, and you can see this, right? So this is what we have to create the new column. Now let's go back to this libraries that we have started, and in this thing we'll continue with this. What we were doing, we were writing this modify, add new columns. So this is how you can map the column. Then finding the last name, we have used the split function over here. Now let us try to understand the lambda function. So let us give heading over here, lambda functions. So yesterday we have discussed the functions, right? User defined functions to create to create function which will calculate area of rectangle, area of circle, or square of a number. So we'll just try to understand what is lambda function. So it's a anonymous function. Matlab, what do you mean by anonymous? Name is not required for this. Will not give name to this function. So it's anonymous. Excuse me. So a lambda function can take any number of arguments, but can only have one expression. Lambda function can take any number of arguments, but can only have one expression. And what is the syntax of this function? You should write lambda, then arguments, and then expression. So one example could be, let's say you want to create a function. This is your syntax. This is how you can create the function. So example is add 10 to argument A and return the result. How you can create, let's say x is equal to lambda. You are passing A over there. So use A variable name. A is equal to A plus 10, right? And then you can print the x function. And suppose you want to give 5. So 5 plus 10. This is how you can create a function, lambda function, to add 10 to argument A. So as we have discussed, lambda function can take any number of arguments. So let us say we want to create a function which will multiply argument A with argument B and return the result. You want to create function, will multiply argument A with argument B and return the result. How you can do is you can write an x is equal to lambda of A comma B is equal to A into B, and you can print x of 5 comma 6. Right? Or you can have this example. Summarize or add 3 numbers. So x is equal to lambda. You want 3 numbers over here, so A comma B comma C, then A plus B plus C, right? And if you print x of, let's give 5 comma 6 comma 4. So 5 plus 6 plus 4, it is 15, right? So why do we use lambda functions? The power of lambda functions is better shown when you use them as an any anonymous functions inside another function. So let us say we are interested to create a function and we are use that function, we want to use a function definition that we have seen to create a function which will always doubles the number that you send in. तो मुझे ऐसा फंक्शन बनाना है जो अगर मैं एक नंबर पास करूं तो उसका हमेशा डबल करके मुझे दे. So what I'll do, define my function. This is name. We already have discussed this in last class. Return lambda a of a into n. And let's create the function name my doubler is equal to my function of 2 and print my doubler for 11. So 11 का double क्या है? It is 22, right? If you write down print my doubler, I think this will not work. 12. So 12 का double क्या है? 24, right? This is how you can do this function. So is it clear lambda function now? So that we can see the next part. Are you guys good with this now? Lambda function. Yes, Shagun, Prashant, Abhay, Harsh, Aditya, Zahir, Naman, Kajal. Now if this is done, we'll see the libraries part. Here, we wanted to create a function, right? Lambda function. So that we are using this splitting by comma. So comma के पहले जो है वो है आपका last name, right? And first name भी आप दे सकते हो. तो df of first name, if I rst first underscore name is equal to df of name dot apply lambda of x. ये splitting करते हैं ऐसे और फिर ज्वाइन कर दे क्या x dot split comma 1 के बाद. Now you can see this. We have last name and comma के बाद में we have first name over there. तो जहाँ पे comma है उसके बाद में we have comma के बाद में we have la comma के पहले we have last name, comma के बाद में we have first name over there. Right? Now you can create this function for age column. अगर age column, let's say age column के लिए we are creating a custom function. So I'll just add cell below to this. Create custom function for age column. So df find age group, इसमें age pass कर सकते. If your age is less than 18, then we'll return 1. Else if age is greater than or equals to 18 and age is less than 40, we'll return 2. Else if age is greater than or equals to 40 and age is less than 60, we'll return 3. And else return 4. df of age group age underscore group is equal to df of age not apply. I want to apply lambda function x find age group x. If you run this, we want to call this, so we'll take this over here. We call it over here, right? And now if you check head column, so what we have done, एक function एक age group करके column बनाया है. age group we have created column under the name of age. So यहाँ पे we have given the criteria. If you see, what is your criteria? If age is less than 18, it is 1. If age is in between 18 and 40, it is 2. If age is greater than or equals to 40 and 60, so it is 3. Otherwise, it is 4. So why this is 2? Because your age is in between 18 and 40. Then we have 3 as well. If you check head of 134, see 2, 3, 3. We have 3 as well. So likewise, we have created a function which we can create to add or to use some custom function. Is it fine now? Is it understood, everyone? Now let us create new folder. What I have done now. Let us create new folder. Let us rename this to as day 4. And I don't want this, I'll delete this. And let us create new notebook to see the group by function. So what is group by? We'll see this. So what it does is group by method allows you to group your data and execute functions on these groups. Now, if you are not understood this, let us add same data set, which is your data set 1. So let us upload the data set 1 over here. And let us write an import pandas as pd df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv dataset one dot csv. And if you write df dot head, this is your data, right? Now we are going to see the concat, merge, and join operations on data frame. I mean, we'll see this afterwards, but I'm just giving heading. So join, you can do it. Okay. Let us add another data set. Let us upload the data set to and let us read this data set as df2. So df2 is equal to pd dot read underscore. What is the extension of this? It is Excel. So if it is Excel, we should write pd dot read underscore Excel. And then you can give dataset 2. And then you can check head of the data. Right? Now what I want to do is I want to add this to data frame. So for that, what I'll do is I will create a data frame merge underscore df. I'm just renaming this data frame as merge underscore df, and I'm just using pd dot merge function. What I want to merge is I want to merge this df and df2. So df comma df2 comma on is equal to on which column? Policy number column. Policy number comma how is equal to inner, then merge underscore df dot head. If you do, you will have this column. Can you see in df2 we only had policy number, children, smoker, and region. And in df1 we have policy number, age, sex, bmi, charges in INR. And we have successfully added this two data frame. Now if you see, first first what we have written over here, फर्स्ट क्या लिखा है df लिखा है और उसके बाद में df2 लिखा है ना. तो df है, उसके बाद में df2 ऐड होगा. पॉलिसी नंबर, एज, सेक्स, बीएमआई, चार्जेस इन आईएनआर. In and after charges in INR, you have the DF2, which is children, smoker, and region. If I write DF2 for if I write DF2 पहले and DF1 DF बाद में, so DF2 will be first. Children, smoker, region, children, smoker, region, and then age, sex, BMI, charges in INR. And you can merge this column only when you have common column in between. So you can merge the you can merge two data frames only when you have common column in between. What is a common column? It is policy number. Can you see? In DF2 we have policy number, and DF also we had policy number. So common column रहेगा तब ही आप merge कर सकते हो. Unless and until you cannot merge. Is it clear now? Merging. Now we can see the group by. Hmm. So we have merged df data frame, and we want to check the male and female column, and we want to find mean of charges in INR, male and female wise. So you have male and female under six column, right? So we can use the group by over here. How we can use the group by? Let us try to understand this. Merge underscore df dot group by. You want to perform group by on which column? Six column. And what is the another column? It is your charges in INR. So you can take this column, charges in INR, paste it over here, and you can find mean of this column to get the mean. So male and female wise mean, you have got it over there. So male and female wise mean you have over there. Then you can have merge underscore df dot head. So group by we use when you have to deal with two columns. So likewise, you can do it. Suppose you want to find sum function, sum of charges in INR for six columns. So instead of mean, what you'll do is you'll write down sum over there. So this is your sum, right? Now you can have few questions. First is find the average age of people in every region. Second question is find the median BMI for male and female records. Third question is find the minimum and maximum age, median of BMI, and mode of children, count of smoker for male and female records. And last but not least, read about the group by on multiple columns. So how you can find the average age of people in every region? So you'll just check merge underscore df dot head. So what you want to find? You have to find average age of people in every region. So age and region you have to find. किसका एवरेज निकालना है? एज का, तो वो लास्ट में रहेगा. यहाँ पे किसका सम निकाला है? चार्जेस एंड आईएनआर का, तो वो लास्ट में, राइट? या फिर यहाँ पे किसका मीन निकाला है? वी हैव फाउंड द कैलकुलेटेड द मीन ऑफ चार्जेस इन आईएनआर. सो वो जिसका मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन करना है आपको, तो वो लास्ट में रहता है जनरली. सो हियर वी वांट टू फाइंड मीन एवरेज एज ऑफ, एवरेज किसका? एज का, तो एज शुड बी लास्ट. एंड सेकंड कॉलम इज रीजन, so it will be merge underscore df, merge underscore df dot group by. और आपको क्या करना है? रीजन ना, रीजन. और किसका करना है? एज कॉलम का क्या फाइंड करना है? एवरेज. सो एवरेज मीन्स मीन ओनली. सो हर एक रीजन का एज कॉलम के लिए मीन निकल रहा है, नॉर्थ वेस्ट का इतना एज का मीन है. देन यू हैव median of BMI for male and female record. So merge underscore df, यहाँ पे सेक्स कॉलम रहेगा पहले, सॉरी सेक्स कॉलम पहले रहेगा, तो इट हैज टू बी लाइक दिस. एंड देन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में इट विल बी BMI कॉलम, और इसका क्या फाइंड करना है आपको, मीडियन. So you can do this. That callable group by remaining merge underscore df dot group by. तो सेक्स कॉलम के लिए आपको BMI का मीडियन निकाल रहे हैं अपन यहाँ पे. Is it clear, guys? Do you have any questions in this? Now, how to find this? Find the minimum and maximum of age, median of BMI, mode of children. Just do one thing. Uh, just try to calculate mode. Mode nikal. Can you find mode in group by? See, you cannot find. So what is this? Series group by object has no attribute. So group by में there is no attribute called as mode. Means you cannot find the mode in group by. So this you cannot do, right? Now you have to find this multiple column. Minimum and maximum of age निकालना है, BMI के लिए मीडियन निकालना है, चिल्ड्रन के लिए मोड निकालना है, स्मोकर के लिए काउंट निकालना है, for which record, male and female record. Now how we can do is, how can you do this is by using this. So see over here we have uh we have an aggregate function. Aggregate, we'll try to see that. 6 कॉलम के लिए निकालना है, मतलब एज और मेल एंड फीमेल रिकॉर्ड्स के लिए निकालना, राइट. 6 कॉलम के लिए इट वुड बी एग्रीगेट AG. नाउ किसके लिए निकालना है, फर्स्ट एज कॉलम के लिए मिनिमम एंड मैक्सिमम. सो एज कॉलम के लिए मिनिमम एंड मैक्सिमम, कॉमा. BMI कॉलम के लिए मीडियन निकालना है, तो मीडियन, कॉमा. स्मोकर कॉलम के लिए क्या निकालना है, काउंट. इट वुड बी काउंट एंड कॉमा. We have seen children के लिए मोड निकालना है, but mode we cannot find. So let us try to find mode. It will not give us the mode. Still we'll try to write down this. What is this? Children does not exist. Just a minute. Children. What is this error? Series group by object no attribute mode. So आप mode find नहीं कर सकते. There is no attribute called as mode in group by. So instead of mode, let us give median. Let us give median. Now can you see? This is what we wanted actually, right? Minimum and maximum of age, minimum and maximum of age, median of BMI, count of smoker for male and female records. Is it clear, guys? Do you have any questions in this group by? Any questions you have? If you can, I mean, if you have, you can let me know in the chat. So if you want definition for group by, it is used for grouping the data according to categories and applying a function to the categories. It also helps to aggregate data efficiently. The pandas group by is very powerful function with a lot of variations. It makes the task of splitting the data frame over some criteria really easy and efficient. So this is your definition. You can have this for your, and as you can see over here, they have done the group by, the group by on team. So team column के लिए group by. So if this is clear, we can go with the next part, which is encoding. But before encoding, we will go with the, we will go with the statistics part. And in statistics, we are going to see the three part in which we have mean, median, mode, range, variance, standard deviation, quartiles, and kurtosis and skewness. This is measure of, this is measure of shape, this is measure of, this is measure of dispersion, and this is measure of central tendency. So इस ये सारा चीज जो है formulas, this is only known as the descriptive statistics. And your statistics gets divided into majorly into two types. First is descriptive, another is inferential. Inferential will study afterwards. We'll see the descriptive statistics part. Now, what is measure of central tendency? Let us see the definition. Now, if somebody asks you what is the definition of mean, what you can tell? You say that it is total sum of total number, total options divided by total numbers. Right? But it is not like this. This is not a correct definition. You should study mean in such a way that you know the actual significance of mean, like how it helps in taking business decision. Now let's see this. So what's the definition of mean? Mean is the what is the correct representation of mean? It is the number which represents the entire set of numbers or entire set of observation or entire set, let's say. Now, suppose I'm calculating the mean of amount spent. So it would be average of this, right? Excuse me. Sorry. So mean of amount spent is 6812.82, right? Now this 6812.82 will represent the entire set over here. It is a correct representation of the entire set. Right? Then we have median. Now why there is need of median? Why mean is not sufficient enough? To help us in taking business decision. Why mean is not sufficient? So let us say you have this data, suppose 2, 3, 4, 5, 102 and 104. Right? Now if you find mean of this number, let's say mean of this number, so it is 3.5, right? It's a correct representation of this set. But if I add 102 and 105, let's say, and then if I find average of this entire set, it is 36.83, right? And or let's say if I remove this, it is 23.2. Now 23.2, is it the correct representation of this set? It's not the correct representation. It is not the correct representation. So whenever you have a data like this, which is not, which is lying away from your uh, range, this particular data is known as outlier, first of all. And what is outlier? Let's say अगर आप एक analysis कर रहे हो, let's say you are working in an organization, in Infosys, and you are interested to create to do the wealth, to see the wealth distribution or wealth analysis of your organization or of your employees, and you are only adding employees over here, let's say. तो एम्प्लॉयज अगर ऐड कर रहे हो तो ऑब्वियसली वो एक सर्टेन रेंज में ही लाई करेंगे एम्प्लॉय की सैलरी. If you're adding only employees, then obviously this will lie in this range, right? But let's say if I add now director, or if I add CEO, then what happens is the CEO and director will lie in this region. Yes or no? Far right side over here. Or if I add unpaid interns or students, who actually are not working or they're not getting any money, or unpaid interns, then what happens? They will be lie in the extreme left to this region, right? So this extreme left or extreme right region में जो distribution के lie होते हैं, that is known as your outliers. Outliers. This is your outlier. They lie outside of the region. That is the reason they are known as outliers. Is it fine now? Have you understood the definition of outliers? Yes, guys. Outliers का meaning समझ आएगा सबको? देखो ये आपके आउटलायर्स जो आपके एनालिसिस अगर डेटा है उसके बाहर लाए होते हैं. तो एग्जांपल आप देयर कैन बी नंबर ऑफ एग्जांपल्स, बट मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल दी है, राइट? ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स हो सकते हैं. So if this is done, that is the reason. So we'll go with why there is need of median. If we have outliers in our data, mean is not the correct representation of the entire data set. Mean your mean will be incorrect. Mean will give wrong values. Then if I find median for this data, so median देखो 4 आ रहा है. Now can I say it is correct representation of central tendency? Can I say like this? ये mean median mode क्या है? It is a central tendency of your data. Yes or no? Mean median mode. So it's a correct representation of central tendency. Right? So that's the reason median is required. If you have outliers, your mean is not sufficient enough. So we go with the median value. And what is median? It is a 58th percentile of the entire or of the sorted data, or it is a middlemost value in a sorted data. It is the middlemost value in a sorted data. So what do you mean by this middlemost value? Let's say you have a data like this: 1, 15, 14, 12, 6, 7, 8. Now इसका मैं median निकाल रहा हूँ. Median. It will be 7.5. Right? 4, 5, 6. अच्छा, you can give like this: 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. We have 7. We don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Now if you find median of this, इसका median क्या रहेगा? It will be 5.5. Right? It will be 5.5. Now what happens is, let us remove one data point. It will be 5. Why this is 5? Because it is a middlemost value in a sorted data. तो आपको पहले data sort करना होता है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 नहीं 9 and 10. Then what is your middle value over here? Sorted data में. What is your middle value? Is it 5? Yes or no? ये sorted data में middle value क्या है? It is 5. So you are getting 5 over there. But what happens if you add now? If you count this number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 नंबर है राइट. तो आप मिडल वैल्यू जो बीच में वैल्यू है वो निकाल सकते हो इजीली, बिकॉज इसके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में 4 वैल्यूज है, इसके राइट हैंड साइड में 4 वैल्यूज है. बट अगर मैं और एक नंबर ऐड करूँ लाइक दिस सपोज 8, देन अभी हाउ यू कैन फाइंड द मिडल वैल्यू. अगर आप 5 ले रहे हो तो इसके लेफ्ट में और ऊपर you have 4 values and here you have 1 2 3 4 5 values. So this is not the middle value, yes or no? Now how you can do this thing is you should take the mean of the two middle values. तो ये 5 और 6 का mean क्या है? What is the mean of 5 and 6? It is 5.5. So that is the reason made in 5.5 आ रहा है वहाँ पे. Now can you see? यहाँ पे 4 है और यहाँ पे 4 है. इसका mean निकल रहा है. So अगर odd number से है तो आपकी मिडल वैल्यू है, बट इवन नंबर से तो एवरेज ऑफ मिडल वैल्यू. Is it fine now, guys? Is it clear why 5.5 is coming over there? Now this is done, we'll go for mode. It is a number which comes maximum number of times. So what is mode? जो नंबर मैक्सिमम टाइम्स आ रहा है, नंबर which comes maximum number of times. So let's say आपके पास एक डेटा है, सपोज 1 2 2 4 5 6. इसका मोड क्या रहेगा? What is the mode of this? What will be the mode of this? It will be 2, because 2 कितने बार आ रहा है? 2 आ रहा है आपका 2 बार. But let's say this is your single mode data or unimodal data. Let's say you have another data like 1 2 2 3 4 5 5. तो इसका मोड क्या रहेगा? It will be 2 as well as 5, because 2 दो बार आ रहा है और 5 भी 2 बार आ रहा है, right? A number which comes maximum number of time is 2 and 5. So it is your multimodal data और bimodal. कभी कभी 2 मोड भी रहते, कभी कभी 3 मोड भी रहते. 1 2 2 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 8 7. Now what is the mode of this? What will be the mode of this? Three 8 3 mode. So it is 2 3 and 7. We have 3 modes over here. We have 3 modes. So it will be multimodal data. So 2 is coming 3 times. 3 भी आपका and we have 7. right? So this is your multimodal data. Now we have discussed measure of central tendency in descriptive statistics, which is your mean, median, and mode. So this thing is covered. This is finished. Do you have any questions in this? Yes. Anyone have any doubts, any questions in this? If you have no questions, we'll just take a quick break of 10 minutes and we'll meet somewhere around 12:20. After the break, what we are going to do is we are going to see the this part, measure of dispersion, range, variance, standard deviation, and then we'll go with the uh, this part, encoding. So let's have a break for 10 minutes. So once this is done, yeah, let's go to the practical part. Theoretical, we'll find it boring now. So what is encoding? If you just check the head of your data, or if you check merge underscore df dot head, what you are getting is uh, here we have continuous columns, this number columns. What are those number columns that we have? Just to, what are the number columns that we have? We have children, which is number, age, which is number numerical, and we have charges in INR, right? But what about the other column, categorical columns, which is policy number, region, sex. So if I write down df.describe, I can only get the descriptive statistical analysis, descriptive statistics for the numerical column, which is age, BMI, and charges in INR. Yeah, BMI is also there, charges in INR and BMI, right? But I'm not getting any descriptive statistics like mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum for categorical column. If I go with the descriptive statistics, I'm not getting this. Now what you should do, you should go with the encoding for this. And what is encoding? We convert categorical columns into numerical columns. We convert categorical columns into numerical columns. So we have encoding, we have different types of encoding, which is label encoding, one hot encoding, and we have ordinal encoding. We have these three types, which we generally use more number of times. So what is label encoding? How we can do this? For that, we need to call out the package. What is the package for label encoding? We will see. We have to go to the official documentation of sklearn. This is the official documentation of sklearn. And if you go over here, this is your package for label encoding. So what you'll do, you can paste it over here from sklearn.preprocessing, import label encoder. The second step is we need to create object for this. So second step is, step number one was this. Import package. Step number two is you need to create the object. Create the object. So you can create the object under any name out there. You can take ABC, you can take your name, you can take anything. I'm just taking Eli for label encoder, the object name, right? And you have to write down the package name, open and close bracket for this. L is equal to label encoder. And your third step is step number three is to do the transform. So you should write df. Let's say you want to do encoding for mm, sex column. तो df में sex column के लिए encoding करना है तो if I write merge underscore df then मुझे ज्यादा कॉलम का मिलेगा. चिल्ड्रन, एज, VMH, चार्जेस एंड अनर, राइट. लेट्स से मुझे df कॉलम, df डेटा फ्रेम में PMI सॉरी XX कॉलम के लिए करना है. तो आई क्रिएट न्यू कॉलम. कॉलम का नाम रहेगा ये सेक्स अंडरस्कोर एली. आप कौन सा भी नाम दे सकते हो. And what was the package name? What was the object that we have created? It is capital LE, right? So LE dot fit underscore transform. What you want to transform? DF of sex column. If you run this, now if you check the head of the data, you already have covered sex underscore LE, right? तो फीमेल के लिए 0 असाइन किया है और मेल के लिए 1 किया है, राइट. तो इफ यू चेक द DF of sex column के लिए value underscore counts, it will be 676 for male, 662 for female. एंड सेम आप अगर सेक्स अंडरस्कोर एली ये कॉलम के लिए आप करोगे सेक्स अंडरस्कोर एली. सो देखो मेल के लिए 1 है. कैन यू सी मेल के लिए 1 है तो वैल्यू काउंट कितना है 676. 0 किसके लिए है? 0 है फीमेल के लिए. तो फीमेल का वैल्यू काउंट क्या है? 662, राइट. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव फॉर द एनकोडिंग. ये हो गया आपका लेबल एनकोडिंग. या सेकंड टाइप which is ordinal encoding. Now we have discussed कि we have two data types, categorical and we have continuous. Categorical data में आपके पास दो टाइप है, ordinal and nominal. तो ये दो सब टाइप्स है. और कंटिन्यूस में न्यूमेरिकल एंड डिस्क्रीट. तो ऑर्डिनल क्या है? ऑर्डिनल एज इन कैटेगोरिकल मतलब क्या है? टेक्स्ट कॉलम. और कंटिन्यूस मतलब क्या है? न्यूमेरिकल कॉलम. ऐसा नो. So ordinal is nothing but any categorical column in which order is associated with any categorical column in which order is associated with. So if you see days of the week, days of the week के लिए do we have order? Saturday, yes we have. Sunday के बाद में Monday आता है, Monday के बाद में Tuesday आता है. Then we have Wednesday, we have Thursday, we have Friday. And then we have Saturday. We have months in the year: Jan, Feb, March, right? April, May, and June. Yes or no? So this is ordinal. And what is nominal? Nominal, you can have anything like your sex or gender, male, female, या फिर आप anything you can have, mouse, keyboard, right? Laptop. Or you can have states as well, states in a country. Unless and until we are not considering any criteria. Let's say Maharashtra, Delhi, Punjab, right? UP, Gujarat, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. So this can be a nominal data. Now ordinal जो most of the times अपन ordinal data के लिए ही ordinal encoding करते हैं. Now how to import the package? Ordinal encoding encoder package. Audio package. It is this. Right? So you can import the package over here. This is step number 1, importing the package. What is step number 2? Create the object. But before that, we'll drop the null values. And you have to drop permanent. So we'll write them in plus equal to 2. What is it, your in plus is equal to 2? What it will do? In plus equal to 2, it will make changes permanently. Object creation. If we check null values, do we have any null values? We do not have any null values. Then you can create the object. Let's say OE is for ordinal encoding. And what was your package? It was ordinal encoder, open close bracket. Then what was it? Step number 3. It was transform. So df of, let's say, sex underscore OE. We want to do the encoding for sex column. So sex underscore OE is equal to, what was the object name? It was OE, capital OE. So OE dot fit underscore transform df of sex column. So ये नहीं work होगा. You have to use double bracket. Double square bracket will be fine over there. Now if you check head of the data, you have one column which is ordinal encoding. We have converted this female into 0, male into 1. Now again, if you go and check the value counts, if we have performed the encoding correct or not. तो देखो मेल के लिए 676 है, फीमेल के लिए 662. Same thing we have done over here. Is it fine? Are you guys getting this now? Yes. Now anyone have any questions in this? You can ask. Any questions in encoding? Now we have third type of encoding. This is one hot encoding. We'll see this and we'll stop here for the day. So what is one hot encoding? How we do? It is just like this. It's very easy. You do not need to require any package. You do not need to do anything. You need to write OH is equal to PD dot get underscore dummies. और किस कौन से कॉलम के लिए करना है आपको? तो 6 कॉलम के लिए करना है. Now ये पैक ये सिर्फ आपका वेरिएबल है. यू कैन क्रिएट एनी वेरिएबल ओवर. मैंने OH किया है. OH फॉर one hot encoding. OH is just for one hot encoding. Right? Now what is this? What is this 1 and 0? We'll just try to understand. तो देखो मेल कॉलम के लिए we had female and male, right? Only. तो ये वन हॉट एनकोडिंग क्या करता है? मतलब जो ऑर्डिनल और नॉमिनल नहीं लेबल देखा था ना, ऑर्डिनल और लेबल एनकोड, ये दोनों एनकोडिंग क्या करता है? सेम डेटा में फीमेल को 0 कंसिडर करेगा सपोज और मेल को 1 कंसिडर करेगा. बट लेट्स से आपके पास ऐसा डेटा है, इसमें मेल है, सॉरी 6 कॉलम है और इसमें मेल है, फीमेल है. लेट्स से इतना छोटा डेटा सपोज, या दिस डेटा, राइट? These are the row number 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So ऑर्डिनल एनकोडिंग क्या कर रहा है? ऑर्डिनल एनकोडिंग 1 0 1 0 1 ऐसा करना. बट वन हॉट एनकोडिंग क्या करता है? वन हॉट एनकोडिंग तो सेपरेट कॉलम बनाता है. मेल, लेट्स से मेल वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, फीमेल वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, सेपरेट कॉलम. और ये रो में मेल है, राइट? ये रो में मेल है तो इट विल बी 1. फीमेल के लिए 0, इसके लिए 1, फीमेल के लिए 0 और इसके लिए 1. एंड यहाँ पे फीमेल वन हॉट एनकोडिंग है तो मेल के लिए 0, फीमेल के लिए 1, मेल के लिए 0, फीमेल के लिए 1, मेल के लिए 0, राइट? तो ऐसे आपके पास सपोज स्टेट्स भी रहेगा. स्टेट्स सपोज ये एंट्रीज है स्टेट्स में. तो वन हॉट एनकोडिंग क्या करेगा? ऐसे सेपरेट कॉलम बनाएगा. गुजरात वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, महाराष्ट्र वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, पंजाब वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, राइट? केरला वन हॉट एनकोडिंग एंड तमिलनाडु वन हॉट एनकोडिंग, यूपी वन हॉट एनकोडिंग. सो यहाँ पे गुजरात 1 रहेगा, बाकी गुजरात है क्या यहाँ पे? यू डू नॉट हैव, यहाँ पे 1 है, राइट? महाराष्ट्र के लिए 0, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 0, दिस इज 0, दिस इज 0, दिस इज 0, दिस इज 0 एंड 0. पंजाब दिस विल बी 1, rest will be 0. Kerala this will be 1, Tamil Nadu this will be 1, UP this will be 1, बाकी सब 0 रहेगा. Are you guys getting this now? तो वन हॉट एनकोडिंग ऐसा सीन है. Is it clear now? So you will have this thing in one hot encoding. So tell me one thing, अगर मुझे एटलीस्ट 2 कॉलम अगर मिल रहे हैं, सिर्फ एटलीस्ट 2 या 3 कॉलम. 3 क्यों बोल रहा हूँ मैं? सपोज यहाँ पे 0 है, यहाँ पे 0 है, तो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि कौन से कॉलम में 1 है, राइट? तो मुझे एटलीस्ट 3 मिल रहे हैं तो There is no need of this column. Yes or no? अगर ये नहीं रहेगा तो मुझे ऑब्वियसली पता रहेगा कि यहाँ पे 1 है तो बाकी इसमें 0 रहेगा, यहाँ पे 1 है तो बाकी इसमें 0 रहेगा, यहाँ पे 1 है तो बाकी इसमें 0 रहेगा। तो एटलीस्ट 3 कॉलम अपने को चाहिए, राइट? तो कैन यू फील कि ये जो एक्स्ट्रा कॉलम है दैट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड? एक्स्ट्रा encoding column is not required. Do you feel this? And this particular thing is known as dummy variable trap, where we do not require the extra dummy variable which is created. And this is known as dummy variable trap, where ये जो extra variable है it takes a lot of space, memory, and cost for your system, and it is not required. Extra column is not required. And this creation of extra column is known as dummy variable trap. So if you want to see this thing, तो इसके लिए ये कैसे हटा सकते हैं आप? How you can reduce this? We write down drop underscore first is equal to true. तो अपन एक जनरली एक कौन सा भी रैंडमली कॉलम ड्रॉप करता है वो drop underscore first true. We write down that drop first true. We will write this thing. What we are going to write? Drop underscore first is equal to true. This is what we are going to write. Right? And it helps in reducing the extra column created during dummy variable creation. Hence, it reduces the correlation created among dummy variables. Let's say we have 3 types of values in categorical column, and we want to create a dummy variable for that column. If one variable is not furnished and semi-furnished, we have this thing. You can see this example like that, right? So अगर एक वेरिएबल में 1 है तो ऑब्वियसली अलग दूसरे सारे वेरिएबल में 0 रहेगा. It is not required. Yes or no? Are you understanding this point? Yes, Prashant, Piyanshu, Aditya, Naman, Gautam, Zahir. Dummy variable, because this is also a very important point in machine learning. So I should write down this. Or you can take सबसे best तो यही रहेगा. Where have we done this? So this is your link. How we can do this? ये जो कॉलम क्रिएट किए वो कैसे आपके डेटा में ऐड करना है? तो df, देन df में मैं ऐड करना चाह रहा हूँ तो फीमेल अंडरस्कोर ओएच और फीमेल अंडरस्कोर ओएच और मेल अंडरस्कोर ओएच इक्वल टू ओएच. Then df of a. So this is what we have, and here you can see that we have successfully added 1 and 0 in female OHE and male OHE. Yes or no? So अपन ने अभी 6 label encoding, ordinal encoding, and one hot encoding देखा है. If you want to read about this, you can go and read about this by using this articles. ये है आपका label encoding. Right. Now, do you have any questions you can ask? This is what we have for today. We'll stop here for the day. We're not going to start with the new part. And I'll just upload the day 3 and day 4 on your drive. Hey, Simiti Boni. Simiti Boni, Simiti Boni. Tanga. Simiti Boni मध्ये ठेवा. मध्ये ठेवा मध्ये. Right, so I've given this thing on your drive. Now I'm waiting for your questions if you have any. Yes, Zahir, Vinay, Vaibhav, Sanju, Prashant, Piyanshu, Komal, Japuji, Gautam, Dhruv, Atul. Do you have any questions? All right, if you don't have any questions, I think you have understood this. We'll stop here for the day. You can go through this, practice this, and let me know if you have any questions in today's Friday, right? So next session would be on Monday, I think. You can ask this, you just practice this and let me know if you have any questions or not. All right, thank you.